Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, we're back with some more Ace Attorney in the last episode. Well, we finally got into the evidence room after a bit of negotiations with Gant and Officer Marshall, and now we're here with Gumshoe, who happens to be in the evidence room. And I guess we shall examine and see what we can find. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence? I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give it up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Alright, so this is another one of the DS's features. If you were playing this originally on the DS when it came out, or you're playing just the DS or 3DS versions in general, yeah, you would use the touchscreen down below to place these one by one. So, yeah, so rotating it left and right. I'm guessing we're going to have to find the bottom piece first, so... This is definitely a top piece, so... I have to be very careful with how we put this back. I'm gonna find the sharper edges. I'm gonna guess that... Hold on. Oh, it's X to combine. Okay. I thought it was A. I was like, why isn't it not doing it? No, that's not gonna work. Okay, we have to find the right spot over there, so... Yeah, so this is very creative. I really like that they added this, but it feels like kind of weird when you're playing it, like... when everything else in the game was not like this at all. I don't know, it just feels a tiny bit out of place, but at the same time, I get it that the system that it was on originally didn't really have this, so... These are definitely both top pieces, the way I'm looking at it. Wait, hold on, this might... There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while, but I think we basically got this. Okay, this one has to be over here. No, it's not. Okay. So yeah, basically finding the right piece is kind of like a little miniature puzzle. I really like that. It just adds like a bit more of a like extra detail into the case, like something that none of the previous cases had before. Just adds like that bit of puzzle solving that Ace Attorney needs, and it definitely gets there in later parts of the franchise. So, oh, there we go. That's the right one. Now we're getting to the top of it. Or not. I was got a little too excited there. This will be one of these. Okay, there we go. Yeah, bit by bit, we're gonna... I said bit by bit, we're slowly getting there, but once we get it down to, like, just so little, it's just way, way easier to basically put it all back together. And boom! Seems to be everything. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar. Jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Interesting. There's also a opened up locker here. Look at this one. Look, this one's open. The red indicator light above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. We must have taken the contents elsewhere. Also paint. I think we already saw them talked about the last episode. We had the blue badger. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Don't think there's anything else. I guess there's more lockers. There's something sticking out of here. It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet the evidence locker has opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. I guess there's not really anything else here. There's the handcuffs that we already talked about. A fishing rod? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What sort of fishing pole is this? Ah, that's my personal pole! I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart. Maybe someday. Alright, that seems to be everything. I guess we could talk further with Gumshoe. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. That's fine. You bet it is, pal. Evidence locker. You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. I just love her face when she's writing that down. I love that face. It's probably my favorite reaction from Emma. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Okay. Let's assume that. Guess we could do more of the more of the spray around just in case there's more blood samples to be found. Excuse me, man. This has been always happening now, huh? Oh, there is one. I'm not getting a reaction here. There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where'd you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Guess we could do a few more. Like, we only saw one handprint, but didn't really change anything. I got it happen again. It's gonna be the ongoing thing with this, huh? Trying to see if there's anything else. Doesn't seem like it. Let's check the other side. I like how it already has the blood stain over there. Like, even though it's visible, you have to just bring it. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please! You have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot this down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Yeah, interesting that Gumshoe is telling us this. Definitely something that he hasn't really done with us before. Nothing on the paints or anything on the locker, no. Checking, I think that's it. Alright, let's show them the floor plans, maybe. Maybe that, like having it... Okay, never mind. Okay, we have everything updated. Guess we could show him the blue badger? Wait, there's a handprint on it. I just realized it. Or not. Wait, I think we already talked about that. I didn't think about it. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there was a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, so they took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Doesn't seem like anything else, really. I'm like trying to think, what else could there possibly be? If there's any other evidence we could present? Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth has was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew of Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. You know, I don't know if this might contradict something in a later part of the franchise, but I'm not going to speak any further, but maybe something might be wrong. I don't know. It's that photo that Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Interesting. Actually, how old is Gumshoe? Like 30. Wait, what? That means she was a detective at 17? Because that makes no sense. She's only 1 year older than him. That's kind of crazy for someone at that age to have a job as a detective. Alright, the SL9 incident. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And that was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. Rumors? Not forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So... the switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? There's a small tag on it. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it does remind me of a similar code. DL6? Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe we should check the court record again. Let's check it indeed. I guess it was the, or not. Guess we could present this. That's Detective Goodman's card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's because you always lose your card? I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Goodman rebel against the system. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I've got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is popular as ever with the kids. Alright, let's see the message. What's wrong? You look like you're doing... You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Alright, wow. Don't think there's much else left to talk about. Alright, let's get moving. Maybe... Actually, I wonder if that handprint is just Detective Gumshoe's or if there might actually be something on it. Excuse me. Sometimes... Oh my god, I pressed the A button again. That's just going to be the ongoing thing for this case, huh? Nope. Guess we'll retrace our steps for now, maybe? Or not. Huh. Yeah, this is a bit confusing. I just don't really like how... just how massive this case is. Like, it's just so many places to go to, so many, like, things to interact with. Makes it, pretty, difficult to go through. Alright, what else could we see? Yeah, we've been in this room for most of the time, honestly. It's just, like, crazy, how long we've been in here. Let's see. Guess we could examine just a bit more. Oh, wait, there is that towel. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. That's the evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. The rubber glove tagged during the tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. Alright, let's check it out. And there is the little tag here. The tag says SL911. I guess it is another piece of evidence for that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh. So, what's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are you playing, a word game now? Anything that we could examine? Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything else is on it. Guess we could present it to Detective Gumshoe, see what he says. Nope, guess not. What happens if we present this? I think we're... Okay, I guess not. I guess we'll go through one more thorough run-through of it. Let's check the court record again. Oh my god. We're never gonna stop doing this, huh? Trying to give it one more run through, in case we really miss anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Guess guess we could check a few more. Because I believe what I wrote is that you need to have all the spray plans done, and then something will happen with Detective Gumshoe that he leaves. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, what the heck? Am I missing something? Like, I'm confused here. So I just got like a random toothache all of a sudden. I guess report the... I mean, we didn't really show him the floor plans, did we? Is that everything, really? Yeah, they got nothing, like, what? Guess we did this earlier, sorry if I'm not very talkative, it's just that trying to think of, like, what is, like, wrong, because, like, I'm spraying everything, I don't see anything else popping up. I swear, if it's something over here, I guess not. Guess we could also try it. Yeah, okay, I didn't realize that. There's a lot of blood here. Maybe I'm missing something over here. No, I'm not. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Did I re-examine the blood here? Wait. Okay. Looked like someone tried to wipe it off. If there are other bloodstains left in the room. That means there is, because she keeps saying that there might be, so I feel like there is, and just like, am I not spraying it correctly somewhere? Because it makes sense for that. Come on. Once we click on the locker, maybe? Yeah, it's like we already examined the place where there would be a lot of blood. Oh, wait. Oh. I'm like so confused. We're like, it says Gumshoe's supposed to leave in my notes. And that's when we move, but it's like... Unless we already did it and like... And try moving again. If not, I'll probably come back here and we will probably go somewhere else. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try presenting one thing. Oh, wait. Wait, I didn't mean it. Of course, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, so we already kind of read that. I think he actually said something like that before. Oh, whoa, I didn't even realize this. He actually could examine the locker. Okay, we already know about the 50 cents. Alright. Oh wait, there is something that the ID card record. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? What? ID card record? IDs of all who entered the evidence room on this February 21st. ID card record updated in the court record. Would Edgeworth have come into the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out so soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of the flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth they're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Finally, I knew I was missing something. I was like reporting everything but the thing I needed to report. Let's go back to Edgeworth's office, the High Prosecutor's office, and February 23rd, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Ah, yes, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? They are standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Did Edgeworth really get that bellhop from the hotel to bring him tea all the way from there? Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth? Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole time is really taking a toll on him. So, Edgeworth, let's see. Inquiry Committee. So how did the Inquiry Committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time, again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm the preceding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave me control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by Chief of the Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of the sorts. Let's examine, I guess. Anything new? Actually, wait, I actually did see something now that I think about it. Also, I'm getting a lot of notifications. Already read this. Yeah, we see the flashback again. I wish I didn't click on that. Anything? Oh, wait. This thing we never read. Okay. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky Oh, wait, we already did. But why it came out like that? Weird. I guess we could present some stuff to him then. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth, just told you no in every polite manner. Whose side are you on anyways? Maybe if I just show him the best evidence I can get some reaction out of him. Okay, I guess not the jar. Oh, the floor plans. Hold on. Okay, I guess not. What would it be then? I guess the ID card record. Oh yeah, it is the ID card record. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with this current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better not make a note of it. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Grant's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Interesting. Okay, so present. Let's see, what else could we present? It's not that. This Goodman's ID, maybe? No. Oh wait, what about the switchblade knife? Oh, it's like I'm like re-finding out everything about the case. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It's all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident? And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in? You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Right, allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in that case 2 years ago, too. Then, he was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember a suspicious handprint somewhere. And yes, there is. We're heading right back to the Angel Star disappeared. Guess she ain't gonna be staying here all day. So has Officer Marshall. February 23rd, Evidence Room Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use a secret weapon we just borrowed. Alright. Right, let's get started. Choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. You can't really tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Obviously, the two clearest seem to be the pointer and the thumb. You actually could dust off the other fingers too. Okay, now time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With the A button, see? Ah, It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With the X button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on the thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. So in the DS version, I am going to guess, well, an educated guess rather, that when you did this, you blew it, not with the X button, but you actually blew it with the, with your actual mouth into the mic. Aha! You did it! You found one! But it looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, guess it doesn't. What does it mean? It means we're out of luck. Oh, out of luck? The person who left this behind must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with the scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, there is. Looks like there's a fingerprint outside of the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear handprint. Fingerprints outside the blood. Okay, there is one here, so give it a little bit of a sprinkle. A quick blow, and we got our fingerprint. It's kind of creepy how it looks very realistic. Then again, I guess it is pretty easy to do. To like replicate a fingerprint. They could have also, I don't know, maybe they might have used like a dev's fingerprint or something, or just like some stock image. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person who you think left the prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Right, so we have everybody on the case. It's kind of weird that, like, multiple characters have their fingerprints, even though they aren't really, like, I don't know, criminals or anything. It doesn't seem to be Lana's or... Oh, wait, it's Gumshoe's. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. A little daunting, but okay, might be overreacting a little bit. Yeah, in the locker itself, Detective Goodman's locker is empty. Only Detective Goodman himself can open this locker. So the person who took out this knife had to have been Detective Goodman. But why is it wrapped in a scarf muffler and stuck inside a car muffler? Oh, the one over here! This is where the luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here! Okay, want to try using this? There she's got using that got her eyes sparkling again. Alright, let's check for prints. Oh! But I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding using chemical means. Any prints in that area will probably have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Hmm. Excuse me, it's like... I guess we could spray it more or something. Could also be dumb right here and I'm making a big mistake. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Oh, wait, what? Ugh. Did not expect that. I was just like mashing the A button there just to find the print. It's like the easiest way just to mash the whole screen to show it. There we go. Seems like we got ourselves a match. And it seems we also got an exact match here as well. Match found. I don't know why that sound effect reminds me of a game show like Deal or No Deal, where they accept the deal. The sound effect for that. Hey, these fingerprints. Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma? This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So we have to have Jake Marshall's fingerprints and on a wiped blood stain. Why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. So, love my videos, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. Sorry if this seemed like kind of a non-talkative episode. This was just like really confusing, but I probably will have to edit it just a little bit, maybe. But love my videos, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. Next time on Ace Attorney, we're finally getting back to the trial after a pretty long investigation. So, we'll see you guys then. And yeah, once again, trial formers and ladder parts. Yeah, this is again really long case. So, we'll see you guys then.